Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist artbaltazar.
Hello, welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. My name is artbaltazar. I'm the famous cartoonist that we speak of, and I'm going to say some things. But first, let's do a swig. Well, it's the first pot of coffee today for me. It's already afternoon. Finally got some coffee going on. Man, is it tasty, but it's hot. It's real hot today. It's too hot. I had it cooked and then I let it sit and then I had to microwave it so it has twice as much heat. It has twice as much heat on there today. It's all true, man. Welcome to SMARCH. Welcome to SMARCH. The first 4 days of March, and we're going into it. It's called SMARCH. I know nobody cares. Welcome. Sweet. I'm chilling today. I watched a lot of stuff over the weekend. I watched, you might have saw my review post about Aquaman 2. You might have saw my review post of The Flash. I watched Aquaman 2. I watched The Flash Hole. And then I watched what was recommended to me. I watched 3 movies called John Wick. I'm not sure what America, what these movie viewing people, what they want. But I realize what kind of movies sell in America, what the movie audience wants. It all goes back to the old days of revenge films with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, I remember, was the first guy to seek revenge on his enemies. And then many movies were like that, but then the one that stands out for me the most is The Crow. You know the Crow movie? Where Eric Draven gets killed, or he gets beat up, thrown out a window, they blow up his house, they kill his wife. Spoiler. Well, the Crow comes back after the world defeats him and seeks revenge on the people who took away his life. Now, when I watched John Wick, it was the same story. They beat him up, they took his wife, they blew his house up, they killed his dog, and the whole thing was a revenge. So if you watch The Crow and you want to watch it again, you should watch John Wick, the first one. But then as you're watching it, I guess it fills in a backstory. Everyone knows this guy John Wick. Wherever he goes, they all know him by. Some people call him Jonathan. Some people give him a full name. I think that was in the third movie. But I only made it halfway through the third movie. But the first movie was like, if you like The Crow and the revenge movies, that's what it is. And I guess they made 4 of these movies, which they're fine. But I'm really curious of what kind of movies lately are successful in theaters, because we got this Aquaman fiasco, crazy CGI cartoon extravaganza that the only thing real in it were people. The people were real, the actors, I guess, but nothing around them was. Like, their hair was moving, and it was really weird. Like, the Hollywood people are feeding these movies to American audience, so they will go to the movies and they check out of their life. Like, these movies are made where there's nothing to do but look at them. You don't have to think about them. You don't even have to want a story. You just look at it, and it's mostly a visual kind of thing to stimulate you to let you escape. I guess that's cool, but the way I realize this because I was watching John Wick, John Wick, first one, the second one. Halfway through the third one, I got bored. I'm like, man, this is just more of it. Like this guy's getting stabbed, he's getting punched, he's getting stitches, and then he's going out and fighting more, and he's jumping and he's falling out of cars and leaping off of things. And I know that when I hurt my heels, I was out for a while, man, and I had to learn how to walk again. And I didn't fall out of anything. I just I went walking. I walked and I pulled my Achilles tendon. So like how painful is that? But I can't imagine having stitches and running around and I don't know. It was weird. But after watching John Wick 1 and 2 and half of 3, I started watching The Sopranos season 1. And I realized that too had action, adventure, violence, crime, shooting. There was really good acting. There was a story, and you also know the world. And I'm like, wow, that's how you make something smart. That's how you make something that's like has everyone on crew working real hard to make an awesome show. And I end up watching over the weekend, like the first 6 episodes of season 1 of Sopranos. And they don't connect quite like sequels or like binge watching, but they do in a way where the stories are still connected. You see me okay? Stories are still connected. But like these Aquaman movies and John Wick movies, maybe they were just movies. I don't know. They were fine. I liked them. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed watching them. But after a while, you start thinking, how many more? I could see John Wick movies going up to like 10, and just like that Fast and Furious movies. I haven't never seen them, but now I could assume what they really are. It's just car chases and explosions and people walking in slow motion. I don't know, man. But the Crow movie did the revenge movie right. And I kept thinking as I'm watching John Wick, this is The Crow. This is the same movie as The Crow. It's exactly the same. It's pretty much beat for beat. They know that death is coming for them, but they call John Wick the boogeyman. And I forgot what they called The Crow. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like a recycled movie. It's like seeing Avatar and Dances with Wolves and that Tom Cruise Shogun movie. They're all the same. Like, and I don't know how many more formulas we need to be recycled. And even when they always have the dad and the kid and the parent switch bodies like Freaky Friday, but there's always a new movie like that. There's a Zac Efron movie like that. There's one with that Wonder Years kid, he changes into his dad. There's all these movies. There's Jamie Lee Curtis was in like 1 or 2 of them. It's just really strange how the same movies get made and they change a few things to make you think you're seeing something new. So, I don't know, man. I guess I got spoiled by Breaking Bad, as you see. The Doghouse Drive-In from Breaking Bad. Yeah, man. Chris, 2 sheds. The Crow should have a nice hotel he can go to. Yeah, he did. He made a Jesus joke in the movie. He said, "Can you put me up for tonight?" That was his punchline. I forgot what he set up, but he was in that guy's apartment, I think. I don't know. It was okay. The Crow's really good. The Crow did it right. The first movie to do it right since Clint Eastwood. But Clint Eastwood started all this, man. And he like made a successful movie and everyone's like, hey, let's do that over and over for the next 50 years. Yeah. I like those ducks in the first season of Sopranos. Yeah. The ducks had meaning, man. Like the ducks, when they show up. What I liked about Sopranos too is when they don't talk, you can still know what they're thinking. Especially like I saw that the last one I saw, I think, was where the priest hung out with Soprano's wife, Carmela, and he didn't want to leave because he wanted to keep eating her ziti. But you know that a man has urges. and his wife is she's cute. So he wanted to stay, but she kept feeding him. And then they end up watching the movie and they end up falling asleep. And then he gave her Holy Communion, which was real symbolic of that's his way of his release to her. He released to her, so he gave her communion, but then he drank he let her sip the wine, but then he guzzled it all. So that was him really indulging in her. But there's so much in that scene where they're not talking, but you can feel the tension. And there's so much in the scenes where the guys are just talking around Tony, but he's just looking at them with his eyes. There's so much more to the Sopranos writing. It's like everybody came to that Sopranos, like, we're going to make a show where everybody is working. Like, the cameraman's got to do things. There's no special effects. We got to do all these things. And even like, I think the same one with the priest was where Tony took his daughter to see the college. And then he ended up seeing a guy he knew from the past. And that whole bit, man, that was cool too, because he left his daughter and he lied to her and all this stuff. He knows like, that he knows she figured out who he was, and he didn't tell her, but you could tell by them looking at each other, just driving in the car. It's just so good. And like, you don't know how good that is until you watch like these popcorn, blow them up movies that are just there to make $1 billion on the first weekend so everyone will go. And I really think that movies are made for people just to go to the movies, and just because that's something to do now. That's what you do on Friday and Saturday. It's like, hey, what do you want to do? Oh, I want to go to the movies, but I don't want to think too hard. So let's watch one of these movies. And they're fine. They're good. But I think there's, I don't know, man. It's like, I got recommended John Wick so many times. Like, oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It is good. I liked it. I should have just watched the first one and then waited a few months to watch number 2. That's what I should have did. But I watched them all in a row. So maybe that was my mistake. But Netflix said leaving soon. So I had to watch them all. You're spoiling us, Baltazar. Am I spoiling you or am I spoiling the movies? I don't know, man. They've been out a while. But John Wick there's nothing to spoil. His family gets killed in the first scene, and then that's it. But we already know that. Swig. He says, "Sweet Portillo shirt." It does look like a Portillo shirt. Kevin Bixby. It looks like a Portillo shirt, but it's actually the restaurant. It's actually the restaurant that's in Albuquerque where some deals go down in Breaking Bad and El Camino, and especially Better Call Saul. And I bought this shirt when I went to Albuquerque. I went to the restaurant and I said, "Hey man, look, I'm going to raise it. Hey man, there's the address, Albuquerque, New Mexico." I said, "Hey man, you selling those shirts?" And they said, "Yeah, man." And I said, "You got one in 2XL?" And they went, "Yeah, man." So they gave me one, or I bought one. They had one and I bought it. I feel like I'm trying to find my sweet spot in this camera. I'm trying to find it. Is that good? That's a good spot, right? So I made some adjustments to my art studio yesterday. I picked stuff up, tidied up a bit, and you can see my background. Yeah, here it is. I put my paintings up there just so I could have something. I got spinner racks. I got a box of comics right there that I got to put on the rack. This box, this pile right here, is my Drew and Jot collection. But I have a lot of things, and I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps like widening. It keeps widening me. But you can see my guys are on the bench over there. There's Patrick and his friend Nev, and there's Craybaby, and then there's Cat in the Hat. Over there's a little squirrel. And look at my rug. I got an electric milk carpet with Fred Flintstone and Heathcliff over there. They're hanging out. I got Vader over here. A Vader cardboard standee leaning up against my painting. I got this painting here, that weird one. I don't know if I like it. it's like supposed to be a guy with an apple head with worms coming out of him, but it looks a little busy. I might have to repaint it or do something to it. I don't know if I like it yet, but swig. So this is where I live. This is my, I shouldn't even say that. You got a lot of stuff, man. What's your address? You know, but I do a lot of things, man. I've been home alone this whole weekend. So my timeline and my hours are all weird. And the biggest responsibility that I had was making sure the dog eats and doesn't poop in the house. Because normally there's people here and there's a flow of traffic that goes on in the house. You know, wife and kids go to school and work and stuff. And then wife and kids and come home from work and stuff. And during those times, they get up in the morning, let the dog out, they feed him. They come home from school, let him out again, they feed him, and all this stuff and all these events were not happening because I was home alone like that. Kevin Arnold, who's that kid? Corey Colvin, I don't know his name. That kid. I was home alone like that guy. So that's why I was able to watch all these movies. I watched a lot of movies. I watched Aquaman, Flash. I finished Snyder. I watched these John Wick movies. I watched Sopranos. I was able to watch all these because I woke up and I drew stuff, and it was real nice this whole week. The last 4 days or so was real nice. So there was only one real cold day. So every day, man, I went outside on my deck and I wrote a whole bunch of stories. I wrote a whole bunch. If I show, yeah, I could show, but you guys, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, man. You guys can't see, but they're all in here. I wrote a whole bunch of, look at all these stories. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff outside, which is my favorite place to write. And it was so good. It was flowing so well. I wrote a whole bunch of Flash Gordon stuff. I wrote a whole bunch of new comics type stuff. And I'm working on a pitch right now that I'm going to present to my buddy in a few days, but probably not watching anyway. But it's hopefully it'll be something cool that we could show at C2E2. I think it will be, but I don't want to spoil yet because he doesn't even know I'm going to show. He doesn't know I'm going to show. Quit spoiling. That's all you're doing is spoiling, Baltazar. I know, man, spoiling everything. I didn't warn you about the Wick movies. Oh, I did warn you. Yeah, you did. We were texting. I enjoyed them, though. They were good. I enjoyed them. I think it was just too much. I should have watched one at a time instead of watching them all in one night. I should have given them space to breathe and to digest, but I went right into it. But what I do like about the movies is they do lead into the next movie immediately. And Keanu Reeves kind of looks the same. His hair got shorter for part 2. And he wore a white shirt, which I liked when he wore the all black outfit, black shirt, black tie, black coat. But I realized that you wear a white shirt so the blood will show up. So if he wears a white shirt, the blood with the red, you can't see the blood. So I get that. I knew right away when he came in with a white shirt, I said, he's going to get stabbed. He's going to get all this. He's going to get hurt. So he did. And the shirt was covered. But I like him enough. But I wish that I could watch one a weekend. But I watch them all. But it's okay. They were fine. You're spoiling us, he said. Did you take a left at Albuquerque? I did, man. And I came out of that same rabbit hole. Swig for Albuquerque. Oh, my coffee's perfect right now. I took a trip a few years ago with my dad to Albuquerque. And I took a bunch of pictures because we had friends there who took us around to see all of the Breaking Bad sites, the houses, the places, the chicken farm, the restaurant. It's called Twisters. Pollos Hermanos is actually a fictional restaurant in the show, but the real place is called Twisters. And you see a picture of Twisters in, I think it's either Better Call Saul or it might be El Camino because they changed the restaurant back. But you see it. But I took all these pictures, but all the photos and the video I made is on my iPad. So I'm slowly taking them out of there and putting them on my, blah, 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 internet. So I got to make I'm gonna make a video soon. I got to get them out there. So I think I'm wearing a shirt. I'm not sure, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. It's sweet. Troy said it's sweet. The Art Cave. Sweet. Yeah, man, my art studio is as big as my house because it's the whole basement. It goes all the way. It goes real far that way. And then at the end of that corner, there's a staircase, like right at the end of where my hand is right here. There's a staircase coming down. But then it wraps around there. And that's my shipping area. I have a shipping area. And across from me, in front of me there's a whole bunch of collectibles. And my 2 art tables are over there. I draw over there. I have my easels set up for painting. It's pretty big down here. I could probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 guys working down here at one time. And it's pretty cool. And I have room to set up more stuff. So it's pretty cool. But around that corner, you see my laundry facilities. Just like Gustavo Fring, I have a laundry facility in my lab here. Yeah, where the washer and dryer and all that stuff. So that's where I normally see my family when they come down randomly. They come down. Kevin! Bixby, that is. Mr. Bixby, if you're nasty. Swing. I had to turn off my laugh. I was in mid-laugh when I took a swig. You're not in mid-laugh, Baltazar. So yeah, man, this is my place. You guys dig it? It's cool, right? Yeah, man. I got these rugs. These Electric Mill Comics rugs. They're like a floor mat, rug mat. They're on my Threadless site, man. Go up there, get creative, do things. You'll find some cool stuff. And I got official word on the street, word in the emails, is that my book is coming. My secret book. I'm gonna have a secret book for C2E2. Sweet. You guys like the background? Is it too much? Am I too small? Should I be bigger? Should I be bigger in here? I can't get close, man. I moved my furniture around, so I got stuff under my table, which I think was a mistake. So I'm gonna move it around. I'm gonna move this. You're gonna hear it right now. It's not working. Still not working. I gotta finish rearranging my place here. I got a lot of things to put on the shelves. I got some inventory, if you will. Yeah, man. See, Peter Balsano, your studio is awesome. Thank you, Peter. You're a good man, sir. Thanks for sending me some books. We're going to bring them and show them to the masses to see if any of these kids would like to see your Milo adventures. I think that'll be real cool because I read through them and they're awesome. I liked your book, but I think they need to go to someone's house. They need to go to a kid's room. Like he'll read them and they'll put them on a shelf and then show their friends when they come over. I think that needs to happen. You know? Yeah, man, you agree. They're awesome, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Because if you give them to me and us men, we're going to read them and then they're just going to be in our house and never be looked at again. You want to get those books all tattered and dog-eared, you know? That's what you need, man. Sweet. What did he say? I just got here. You are here. Man, you're not too late, man. 25 minutes in, you're still good. We're going to do things, man. Makes sense to me. That's true. It always makes sense. I'm going to draw a page of my AEW wrestling book. And yeah, I'm getting it ready here. Yeah, I'm going to draw a page. I have a page. Like I'm trying to get this book through. I got so many projects I'm working on now, which I'm working on, of course, Flash Gordon. All I can say is people have been asking a lot about it. All I can say, it's like in the style of Tiny Titans. It's written by me and Franco and drawn by me. I do all the drawing, the lettering, coloring, and I'm submitting pages every day and I'm writing jokes, and the gags are really funny, man. They're so, it's outrageous. Like a lot of times when I write gags, I think about what to write where nobody will see the gag coming. And so I'm writing all these weird things, and a lot of times I think of something weird and think, "Oh, that would be good. I'll wait." And I was like, "No, I just use it." So the thing is being hammered and showered with all of these cool, crazy beats of silly, happy, nutty stuff. So it's a, similar to that Aquaman movie. If you're gonna make it crazy, make it real, real crazy. Go nuts on me, and I'll enjoy it more. But this book is really fun, and I'm drawing a lot of cool stuff, and I'm working on that, and I'm working on, of course, the AEW book, but I'm working on Yogg's 3. I got a whole bunch of stories I've written for Yogg's 3. I got to push them all together now. I got to compact them. And I'm just working on random stories like Euroman and another Webster book. I'm working on all this stuff. So it was real cool to be able to go outside in the last few days and just sit out there and just draw stuff, man. It was real cool. Two Shed Sting's retirement match was awesome. Was it? I saw a clip of it where they had thumbtacks on the ground. I gotta find it. I know I recorded it. It's on my video. Well, I don't know if it was a pay-per-view. If it was a live TV show, then I got it. But I'm gonna watch it, man. I didn't know. I realized it was his last day was yesterday until it was too late. Because I think the match already played. Then I was getting alerts, like YouTube alerts. Hey, watch Sting's match. I'm like, oh, that was today. I didn't realize it. So I'm going to watch it. Oh, yeah, famous cartoonist himself is alive. Alive and alive. Yeah, man, I try to be alive. Every day I wake up and I say, I'm alive. I'm going to do this live thing, but I'm going to do it while I'm alive. I'm a big Flash Gordon fan. Really looking forward to your take on the character. Yeah, man, he's cool. I got a lot of silly stuff in there, but it stays true to the character. And Ming the Merciless is my favorite guy to write right now, because he's every time he walks in a room he screams and he's just demanding and he's an evil emperor. It's really cool. I like it, man. It was pay-per-view. Dang. I gotta that means I didn't get it. So I'll probably watch some clips on YouTube. I saw a YouTube clip where he was talking at the end of the match. And I guess Darby Allin was he had thumbtacks in him or something. Sweet. I saw a match one time where the guy, instead of throwing thumbtacks in the ring, he threw Legos. And then he smashed the guy in Legos, and the crowd reacted like, ooh, that was worse. But yeah, man, I got to see. I'll eventually see it. Eventually it will happen. And I shall see. I shall see this thing called Sting's retirement match. But right now, this is the portion of the show. First is the portion of the show where we sweep. But now, we are going to draw. Famous cartoonist draws things now. Oh, yeah, man. We are back. That's a page of my AEW Wrestling crossover extravaganza featuring Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. The SCU at this point in time when I was drawing this, but now they're fighting elsewhere. I don't know what they're doing. Kaz is over at TNA, fighting with TNA. Daniels is doing his thing. He's working it with AEW, but I think he works in the office and like he's one of the writers and stuff. So it's cool. So he's good. And this one's gonna say, with pleasure, Francois. Great work, Awesome Bear. And he says that leaves Mark Quaid and Dr. Gizmo. That's right. I'm going to letter this. There's a big smash. It's a big smash, man. Hey, man. This will be a good page. I think this will be fun to make. It will be fun. It will. It will. It will. It will. With pleasure. Oh, I just put a line on there. What the heck? Yeah, man. So that's cool. Do you guys like my, I put a little drawing video of my cover for Captain Camel and the Cosmic Crusaders. It's on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. It's cool, man. And yes, you see me hand lettering. I hand letter in the computer. I hand letter. I know people tell me over and over, you should make a typeface. Like, I don't know. This seems like part of the art for me, I guess. How do you spell Francois? Francois. Feels like part of art. I did some typing, like that's not right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I did some like when you type it, and it didn't look good to me. I don't know. It looked like someone else did it. But I got to do it this way so it looks cool. Looks consistent. Looks consistent with my art style. Know what I mean? I always know what you mean, man. I know. That's a cool thing about being famous. Famous cartoonist. The masses hear you and they know what you mean every time. That sucks, Baltazar. Oh, it's good. It's good. I heard the critic made it on Franco's show too. Catching up with Franco. I was watching him do his thing. It's pretty cool. He was drawing stuff too. Man. Let's see. Smash. Where should the words go? Should it go maybe right here? Yeah, right there is good. Then he's going to say this. Great work, Awesome Bear. It's already too big. Here it is. Here. So I can't wait, man. I got a lot of stuff to draw. But I can't show you guys everything. So I'm working on something that hopefully I could show you like next week. Want it to be a surprise to everybody when we announce this thing. Of course, I'm assuming it's going to be announced. But I think it will. Always got announcements. Hey, let's announce things. Seems to be the biggest thing. But right now, like, if I'm working on something by myself, I'll just tell you guys. When things are happening, man. Maybe I'll get some good news this week too. I'm still waiting for some good news. And she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I heard the music years before. Let's see, that leaves Mark Quaid and Dr. Gizmo. I got to make some more songs, man. Got to write some more stuff. I got songs, but I need to record them. But I didn't do bad. We got several live streams this week. I did a few shorts. So we're doing all right. Just got to keep the YouTube channel fresh, you know. Keep it fresh. Keep people coming back. We're over 1,000 subscribers now. And that's pretty cool. It doesn't show the exact number. It just says 1K.2 or something. Or 1K, 1.2K. That's what it says. I got it mixed up. I changed my point. 1.2K. Okay. At least Mark Quaid and Dr. Gizmo. Which is pretty cool, man. It's like took a while to get a lot of these subscribers, but once we hit 1,000, we hit 200 like a lot faster than we got our first 200, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's what's working because it doesn't show the exact numbers. Like when you're climbing in subscribers, it shows you got 1, you got 2, you got 3. So it shows you really slowly. It shows you each subscriber. So when we had under 1,000, we were at 995 for like months before we could get 5 more people. And we got 1,000 maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And we already got up to 1.2, which is kind of cool. Just doing stuff, man. And I'm glad you're here along with me on this journey, on this musical journey, this magical journey, this cartooning journey of Audio Comics live streams featuring famous cartoonists. That's me. Famous Cartoonist says things. Mark it on your calendar. Click for notifications. I know people say all that stuff. And give us a like. That's what they say too. Give us a like. Everything helps. That algorithm. I know that people say that stuff, so I'm going to say it. And I guess it works. So like and subscribe. Algorithms and stuff. Because right now the algorithms keep sending me weird stuff. They keep sending me pictures of Ted McGinley from from that Married with Children show. I was trying to find a picture of him with tights so I could send the Yoko chips. And I did. I found it. And now it's suggesting, do you want this one too? If you guys saw like what me and the guys are texting, it's so weird. Stuff that we text each other. It's not funny, man. It is kind of. If you only knew what I know. Shut up! All right, let's see. With pleasure, Francois. That's what he says. So I could ink this stuff on here, live on the air. But I was specifically told not to do that with other things. Because they knew I would. Don't let him go, man. It just draws everything online. It's cool, man. I just ordered some plastic sleeves for my drawings I'm going to bring to C2E2. So I think that it will help them sell more. Like if you could pick up the drawing and you can walk away with it and not worry about it bending and stuff. So I got 20 plastic sleeves coming to me. What are they called? Top loaders? Yeah. Mylar. I don't know if it's Mylar. Plastic top loaders for my 14 by 17 drawings. I'm gonna have at least 10, but I could do it up to 20. I'm trying to do 20 drawings so I could sell them to the masses and people will dig it. It'll be cool. It'll be real cool, man. Hey, man, that's real cool, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I just ordered them. They should be here the 5th. They say the 5th. That's tomorrow. I'm getting deliveries tomorrow. As early as tomorrow. Tomorrow. Don't sing, man. I love you. Tomorrow. No. It's too late. Okay, I'm drawing this thing. Seems like I'd be able to draw a whole comic book in a week, right? Like right now I have all the energy. All the energy I have right now is at peak. Right now I'm at peak. But it's working, man. It's working. It's working. Welcome to SMARCH. Today's the first day of SMARCH. It's a Homer Simpson holiday. You guys are saying things. I'm going to see what you're saying. Don't stop drawing, man. You're doing good. You know, this is how I get distracted. Awesome Bear. They call him Awesome Briz. Awesome Briz. Oh, yeah. There it is. I saw a little tweak there. It needed. All right. I'm going to click save. Swig. You swig after a save. Swig. Let's see what's happening, man. There's people saying. There's people saying stuff. D-Brad. D-Brad is here. Good to see you. I'm on lunch break now, so I can watch. Oh, yeah, D-Brad, you're a good man. You lettering is Riz, no cap. Did I do that right? I think so, man. I don't know. Looks good to me. Edward Souza. Hello, Baltazar. Edward Souza's here. He joined us in the house with magic. He's bringing magic. Ted McGinley was on Happy Days. Yeah, he was. He's called the sitcom killer, but he's good, man. I like him. Fanboy Cantina was number 1,000. Wow. That's pretty cool. He peaked, man. He helped us peak. Hello from Brazil. Oh, cool. Eduardo Souza from Brazil. That is incredible. We are international, folks. We are international. Famous Cartoonist is saying things across the globe. Saying things. Everywhere you see land, that is where we broadcast. Anywhere. You look out your window, there it is. Famous Cartoonist says things outside. I almost streamed today from the deck. But I was like, I was gonna do some of this stuff. I almost did it, man. I'm not sure if my Wi-Fi with my iPad will connect out there, but I know it'll work on my phone. But I wanted to stream with the iPad. I was getting ready to set stuff up. I should have just checked it out. I should have just checked it, man. Why are you telling us and you're not going to do it, Baltazar? Oh, man. I always say I'm going to do stuff, and then I don't do it, and then think it's okay, right? It's like a tease. Hey, remember that Christmas gift you wanted? Yeah, well, I'm not buying it for you this year. I was gonna, but no, I'm not gonna. It's like, you took it away, man. I don't know. Let's see, man. See that collar. I like that collar. It was a little too high. A little too high. Or maybe if I just did this. Yeah, like that. There it is. Did it. Just a little too high. Bring me down. Bring me too high. Bring me down. So far, I didn't play any songs today that, besides my theme song. The song in the beginning, I played something. Because I realize now, even when I use songs that people provide to me, like StreamYard has songs that you could play. But every time I play it, I get like a thing. And every time I mention I get a thing, that's when I give me a thing. So I'm not going to even mention it today. I'm not going to say that word. It's like, oh, I see. I forgot what song I played at the beginning. I didn't realize, where did I play? And I don't even remember. I don't remember, man. I got these drawings too. That I drew with Jamie Cosley. There were a whole bunch of little sketches here. I'll show them when I go back. But I'm thinking about putting these on eBay. But they're really, really weird. So I don't know if anyone will want them. But maybe I'll try it anyway. I'll put them on eBay for like the whole thing for like $20 or something. I'm not sure. Or I could randomly put them in people's packages when they order from my website. if you want to check out my website is electricmillcomics.com and artbaltazar.com. But I heard that I've been having, it says the website's not secure. I want to make sure everybody's, it is. I'm not trying to rip off people's IDs, but I don't know why it's saying that. I got to try to get that fixed. But I know it works. So if you could find a way to get past that insecure wall, whatever that is, you can still order from me because I get all the orders. They come through. I don't know why it's doing that. It's showing that. I got to figure out why it's showing that. And I'll probably have to call up my people and go, hey, man, you're scaring my people away, man. People are afraid, like when they see that, hey, this website is insecure. And that doesn't mean like my website cries. It just means that like they're trying to tell you that, be warned, they're going to steal your driver license number. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to say. But my website works. If you're on there and you want to order, it works. Go through my links. It'll work, man. It'll work. Don't let the internet scare you. And the website, the payment part, I think is PayPal. Yeah, it goes through PayPal. So even if it's like, you could pay PayPal, like you could go there, even if you don't have an account, you could still go through and pay with credit card, and it's secure. I'm just letting you know it's secure. The PayPal part is secure. When it says the website isn't, I don't know. I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what they're trying to tell people. They're trying to scare my peeps. Stop scaring my peeps, man. Is that the critic helping me? Maybe not. You got silent. The critic got silent. Look at that. Awesome Biz. Briz. Awesome Briz. So if you guys are around Skokie area, all your comic shops today, I will be going there. I'm going to do some drawing. I'm going to be doing some drawing. I'm going to bring some sketches. I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. And that's the cool part. Like, I really enjoy going to the comic shop, not knowing what I'm going to draw. Yes, last week I drew some sketch cards because we have a Patreon. We have Patreon subscribers on our Oh Yeah Comics Patreon. I also have a Patreon, but we have a Patreon with Oh Yeah Comics as well. So we have a lot of other higher tiers on the Oh Yeah Comics Patreon. And with my tiers, it's $1 or $2. So with $1, you're just like, hey man, way to go, here's a tip. But with $2, you get to read my secret threads and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool. So I think that's pretty cool. It's only $2. It's like 5 cents a day. I don't know what it is. But it's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable. And I try to post on there, and anything I post on my Patreon will be things that will not be available anywhere else. So if you're on Patreon, you'll get to see stuff on there that's not like on Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. And I reveal stuff on Patreon first, man. I revealed what my secret book was already. I revealed a few months ago that I was working on Flash Gordon, but it's up to us as a community. It's up to us to keep the secret. So when I put it up there, man, you guys, it's up to you guys to keep the secret. So the $2 is for us to share, you know? And if you show anybody it, they owe you $2. So that's what I'm saying about Patreon. Is pretty cool. I like that about that. It's a little secret. It's a secretive. It's like a club. So anything I post on Patreon is not being posted anywhere else, which is kind of fun. Look at that. I gotta press save and a swig. You do a swig right now with me. Swig. I have a question though. Like every time before I go live on the air, just like right now. I always have to be aware of what I'm wearing. It sounds like I'm going to talk about a sponsor right now. So if you're in the area, so every time I think about like what to wear, did you ever find yourself not knowing what to wear? But so in the early days of the famous Cartoonist Says things, I would always wear a hat, of course, but a tie and a coat. Do you guys prefer me with a tie and a coat and a vest and a hat and stuff? Or do you like the casual t-shirt look? Like I like to pick a t-shirt that says something cool on it, or I have something visually pleasing for you to view. But now with my camera being really wide, you could see a lot more of me and a lot more in my background. And I'm trying to get my green screen to work, but it doesn't quite work yet. But do you guys prefer me dressed up or like t-shirt is cool? Because I know that when I go to conventions, especially C2E2, I like to dress up, like wear a coat. When I leave the house, I like to wear a coat, like just like an adult, you know? Uh-oh, something's happening. Let's see what's happening. Oh, yeah, we're going to record something for Jamie. Yeah, let me answer Jamie. I'm going to answer Jamie right on here. Yeah, I said, I'm doing a live show. I'll send you something. I'll send you something. Soon after. So I'm working on something with Jamie. We're always doing stuff, man. Yeah. And so hopefully he'll chime in. He's going to do a live show too, I think. I think Jamie's going to go live too. But now I'm all dressed up. So me and Jamie are going to do things. We got a lot of plans, man. Every time I talk to Jamie, it's so much fun. It's so much fun to talk to Jamie because he's cool. Look at this. The robot, man. Spoilers. This is spoilers, Baltazar. Is this too much? It's just too much like, it looks all right. Maybe it should be, I don't know, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. Because I'm going to add more stuff here. I'm going to add this smash behind it real big. Smash. It's going to be real big. It's going to go through. Yeah. Yeah. That's that ridiculous show. That's been my hotel show. When I'm in a hotel, I always watch ridiculousness. Seems like they marathon it, you know? Let's see. Jamie writing back. Jamie writing back. Yeah, he's good. See? Because I'm all dressed up today. I'm good. I'm real clean I'm real clean to go live. Like I trimmed the beard, did some shave, you know. Shave a little. Shove? What's a passive shave? I shoved. I shoved a little. I cleaned up. I got rest. I'm in good spirits. I'm always in good spirits. But I feel good, you know? Sometimes you wake up and you feel like it sounds like this. Like it sounds like that in your head. But today I feel like it feels like that today. So I'm excited, man. And it's awesome that it's Monday. And I feel like, and it's Monday. That's the best. Like usually you feel like by the end of Monday, maybe, or by the end of Friday, you got to get like where it doesn't feel like that. And lately, something's been happening to me where back 30 years ago when I was drawing Tiny Titans, man, I would just draw all day, all night. And now I actually get tired. And I'm like, I need to stop. So there's like, I get peak time. Like right now, I'm high energy. Feels real good. And then it's kind of like I guess like a battery. It runs real good. It's fully charged. Phone's going real good. Then you lose internet later. I don't know. But I know in the evenings now I wind down. It's like, man. And then I found out what people do when that happens is they go to sleep. So that's weird. That's weird that when that happens. Because it's like the normal people do. They wake up 6 a.m., shower up, get dressed, swig that coffee, make it to the bus stop, get to work on time. Just like all that songs, that Manic Monday and Taking Care of Business. That song. And then 6 o'clock already, and I'm just in the middle of a dream. All that old songs. Well, people do that. People do that stuff. With famous cartoonists, I haven't done that in like 30 years, maybe more. So I'm realizing I'm finally catching up to people where, like, at the end of the day, working, I just want to chill. So I feel like I need to, just chill a little bit. Not lay down because I'm old guy exhausted, but more like, I just need to chill. I think it's time to have some dinner and just watch TV a little bit. Doesn't sound very good, Baltazar. Sounds like you're quitting on us. No. But then at the end of the day, I look at all the stuff that I did that day. I'm like, man, that was a lot of stuff. Like yesterday, I was outside all day. I was outside from like 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning till about 4. I was out there drawing and writing stories. Then I came in the house and had some lunch. Then my wife and daughter came home. And then I went downstairs. I came down here and cleaned up my art studio, set up my camera so it would look cool. And I wanted so you guys can see I had a wider screen on here. So I wanted to make sure everything looked cool, So then at the end of the day, like, man, I'm tired. And then I realized all the stuff I did. But time goes by differently in my house because I'm just here all day. So I don't really leave. It's like one of those days like say on a Saturday, you get up early and you take care of all the stuff. You go grocery shopping, you go to the bank, and you go out to get lunch and you do all these things. You look for toys, then you go to a toy show, you do all these things. And then you come home and it's like, wow, I did so much and it's only 4 o'clock. Well, that's that doesn't happen to me ever. I don't know. Shut up and you sound normal, Baltazar. I know this is the part of the show. Oh, people are still here. I was gonna say it's the part of the show where I leave people leave. But they're identified with me, man. Look at this. This is a difficult drawing for me to make right now. It's like I don't want. It's okay, but it's like I'm gonna go for it. Looks a little bit too much. I'm gonna make it too much. I'm gonna make it a lot. I'm about to make it a lot right now. Look at that. Look at that. His hand is before it. See? Now it looks cool. I get it. See all this background stuff was taking over the foreground stuff. Foreground. Yeah, it was taking over the foreground. See? I wanted to be behind him. Now I'm okay. Now it looks good. That was an easy fix, Baltazar. I know, man. It wasn't too difficult. His hand's real thick. Real thick. Like Two Shed said, real thick. He likes thick. We all do, though, in our own special way. Doesn't sound right, Baltazar. You better watch yourself. I know. I hear you, man. I hear you. I got a lot of things to do this week. I have Zoom calls with people. Must be nice. You're always telling us you got stuff. You're real busy, man. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. I'm doing things. I don't realize how important, I guess, that a lot of these things are until after I'm done talking with the people telling me these things. But it's weird talking about, we're going to be talking about like schedules and stuff. I guess, publishing schedules, marketing plans. I'm not sure, but it's going to be cool. Like I hear all the, after the talk, after phone calls, I get real excited about stuff. So it's cool. And then, of course, it goes back eventually to me just hanging out, losing track of days. But now it's all right. You sound like sad. No, I'm good. The critic's crazy. Hopefully the critic won't be here to mess up my phone calls. He will, man. He won't care. It's going to mess him up. Mess up your face, too. What? Man. Critic. I think the critic secretly loves me, though. I think he's out to watch me. He protect me. He's got my back. I got you in the back, Baltazar. Oh, man. And the critic, he watches out. Because when I'm drawing and when the camera's not on, he'll guide me when I'm drawing stuff. He goes, hey, man. Hey, bro, don't forget that. I'm like, I won't. I got you. He goes, hey, man, you better eat now. You haven't eaten like these 12 hours. You're going to need to go eat, man. It's true. Hey, man. I know. Get weird. Baltazar shows gets weird, man. Talks about him. He talks to himself. That critic shows up. Hey! Make sure he's okay. I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Or am I? Mm-hmm. This is Christopher Daniels' Evil Robot. You're smiling again, man. I don't know. When the book last left off in 2007, this character was on a pile of rubble. Did you think we would really kill off Christopher Daniels? Spoiler, we didn't. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive in this comic. In the Aya Comics universe. And speaking of Aya Comics universe, whoa, I almost spoiled. Now we're going to be having an addition to the Aya Comics universe really soon. That's my secret book I'm waiting for. Teaser, if you will. And my secret book is going to be so much fun. It'll be worth it. Trust me. It'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth the exclusive secretivity. Secretivity. Not a word, Baltazar. But we're going to use that word. Exclusive secretivity. And it's happening, man. Doing it. Look at his face. That's a cool looking face. I'm going to go big. I'm going to leave it on that face while I save and I swig and I read some of these things you guys are saying. As I see things are happening. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Wolfie is here. Wolfie. Hi, good sir. And digging the recent sketch videos. Did the secret title come from the printer yet? No, not yet. I got on Friday, I got the official proof that I approved, and they wrote back saying that the book is going to print. So normally once I approve a book for printing, I get it in about 14 days. That's usually what happens. Maybe less. But sometimes when I send a book to a printer, I get the whole thing in 14 days. So they promise 14 days, but I don't know if that's printing and shipping. But sometimes when they're not so busy, I get a proof sometimes in that afternoon. I'll send it like the night before or in the morning, and I'll get a proof in the afternoon. But this proof took about 2 weeks to come because Comic Wellspring is where I print, and they're getting real popular and real busy. And with a lot of shows coming up, especially with I think ECCCC was just last week, and there's a lot of shows coming up, especially con season. You got to get their book early to them so they have time because they can't guarantee a book if it's rushed. I don't like to rush them. I want them to get it to me. I give them plenty of time, so it's cool. We like Bizarre Baltazar art. Thanks, man. I got some of those books too. Speaking of Bizarre Baltazar art, I'm going to show you something to support. What? He's like, all right. You should have been faster on it, man. To support what Brian Lynch is talking about. One.
Bizarre Baltazar, bizarre. Bizarre Baltazar, bizarre. Bizarre Baltazar, bizarre. This comic book where you are.
Yeah. Swig, it's all true, man. The Bizarre Baltazar Bazaar is now on electricmilkcomics.com for sale. I uploaded about 2 weeks ago. I uploaded 13 new books up there. I'm going to be adding more. I got another book coming that's called Savage Amazement. It's my second sketchbook. And I didn't realize that the Bizarre Baltazar Bazaar was from 2022. So I wanted to do a book a year. I started Savage Amazement in 2023, but it will be coming soon. I don't know when I'll have it. Probably not for C2E2, but if I don't have it for that show, I will have it on my website as soon as I can and for other shows. I'm not doing many shows this year, but I will have it. I'm going to continue to upload new comic books to my website. I'm trying to go monthly or pretty much kind of going monthly, but I got a lot, man. I got a lot. Brent Lynch says your Patreon is so worth it. Thanks, man. Thanks. Casual Look is the best. You've got so many cool t-shirts. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I like doing the cash, but I found out that when I wear a black shirt, it bounces off the background a little more. When I do I had a gray shirt on the other day, which was fine, but it feels like it set me down. It set me, like it grayed me out. So I got to wear bold colors. I think bold colors work. I had a Mexico t-shirt on the other day, and that was cool looking. I like how stuff looks on camera, like when stuff looks on camera, when it pops, when the colors are bright. I like that. Too many patterns on camera, because like I always do a little camera test. Sometimes I get dressed and I put a shirt on, and if I wear a shirt and it's just a collared shirt and it doesn't look like I'm done getting dressed, like I gotta button it up and put a tie and a jacket, then I look cool. But if I just wear a regular shirt or t-shirt, always looks like you're ready to go, you know? So I don't know. Let's see. Art is live. Yeah, man, I am. I'm right here and I'm alive. Michaela, good afternoon and happy Monday to all. She's saying to everybody, everyone here, have a happy Monday to all. What is the fastest you ever made a 20-page issue? The fastest I've ever made, I have two books that I did really fast. Was in the 90s, I did, maybe early 2000s, I did Captain Camel and the Space Chicken. I did a 10-page story in like a day and a half. But the fastest book I ever did was Superman Family Adventures number 10 with the Zod dogs, the Zod hot dog issue. That might have been either number 10. It's either another 9 or 10. But I had a deadline that was so quick that I wanted to get this done so I could go on vacation with my kids. And vacation. They were already there on Friday. I was like, man, I got to finish this book. So I finished it in like 30 hours. I was up for 30 hours straight. I got in a car and drove to them. They were in Wisconsin, about 3 hours away. And I got there, I ate, and I crashed and I slept. So I will never do that again. That was the last book that I did. I sometimes do stay up 18 hours, 20 hours to get a book done. Like I got a book done for Yogg's Kenobi Tales. I was on a massive deadline and I finished the day of the Super Bowl. And I remember my editor asking, when are you going to finish? I need a date. And I said, I'll finish before the Super Bowl. And then he called Franco and said, why doesn't he give me a date? And he goes, I don't know. What did he say? He said, he'll finish by Super Bowl. He said, well, then you'll get it on Sunday. And it was true. I sent him the book like at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. And instead of going to bed, I just stayed up because I started working on other things. And I didn't want to go to sleep and miss the Super Bowl party, because if I went to bed, I'd want to be waking up till 5 and 6 at night. So I stood awake. Then I remember being at the Super Bowl party and being real funny and real loopy. And my jokes were real goofy. And even my mom asked, what's up with you today? And I said, I've been awake for 32 hours. So everyone freaked and they wanted to drive me home. Like, no, I'm good. I'll be fine. You know, just don't let me overeat. If I don't eat a lot, I could still be awake. So it was real different. So the last time I did it was about, Super Bowl Sunday. That was February. It was a few weeks ago. So I haven't been goofy or loopy or 24-hour-y that since then. But those are the 3 times I remember in my life I did that. And I don't enjoy it, but it could be done. Hi, Michaela. Chris Connolly. Connolly. Chris Connolly says, oh, yeah. Wolfie says, awesome, thanks. You're awesome, too. Comic Wellspring moved recently, so maybe that caused the delay. Oh, that's right. I did see a video of them saying. So, yeah, they were moving. But I don't mind it. I'm glad I sent the book early because I don't need the books until the end of April. But I will have it. And once I get it, I'm going to put it on my website for sale. But I want to debut it. I want to debut my new secret book at C2E2. Swig. If you want to know what the secret book is, you could go to my Patreon, subscribe, and I put up some sketches of the characters who are going to be in this new secret book. It's like, it's going to be cool. And he says, since you are taking requests, I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. Since I'm taking requests, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, you got it, man. You guys like that? Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, one of the finest comic book artists of our time. One of the best. I'm going to say he is the best. He made the DC Comics book characters look the way they're supposed to look. And when you say, hey, man, I want to do something with these comic book characters, DC Comics sends you his style guide and says, here, this is the way they look, and this is the way they should look, and this is the way you need to draw them. This is the way they look on bed sheets. This is the way they look on T-shirts. This is what the Superpowers action figures are supposed to look like. And that's what we got, man. So Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, a master in our industry, in the cartooning industry, comic book world. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy, man. And I met him. The first time I met him. I said, hey, man. I'm drawing this Super Pet style guide. So I was drawing characters, and they said, hey, man, we want you to draw all these characters. And I said, when they asked me to draw all these characters, they sent me your style guide to make my style guide. And he put his hand on my shoulder and his finger in front of us, and he went back and forth. He goes, you and me, that's all they need. That's what he said to me. Like, yes, that's all they need. You and me, that's all they need. It's like, man. So he knows it, man. So it was weird because they said, here's how you draw Batman. They sent me Jose Luis Garcia Lopez style guy. Draw Batman like this, draw Superman like this. So it was kind of cool. I like it. Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Who else can I sing about? Should I make an Alex Ross song? I don't know. I don't see him ever, though. Let's see. Who else can I make? Mike Mignola song? I'm making Mignola song. Mignola's nice to me, but he's rude to me too. And then he always tells me, he calls his wife, so, will you talk to this guy? And then she goes, I'm sorry, he's grumpy. I was like, yeah, I know. That means he likes me. The fact that he said, go talk to my wife. Don't talk to me, talk to my wife. Maybe I can make a Jeff Smith song. Should I make a Jeff Smith song? I don't know. No one hits quite as passionately as Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, the master. Maybe I can make a Walt Simonson song. Walt and Wheezy, Walt and Wheezy, Walt and Wheezy. Walt and Wheezy song. How about a D. Brad song? That'd be good too. I make several D. Brad songs. There's always a D. Brad song on every show. I forget to record them. They are recorded. I just got to go back. I got to go back to the archive, D. Brad. Shut up and draw, Baltazar. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing some sketching. I'm trying to get this just pose. See this pose? They're grabbing this guy's feet. Yeah, they're grabbing his feet. So it's going into this picture here, which now it's fine, but I'm going to go like this. I'm going to change it a little bit. Change direction, if you will. Choices. That's what people don't understand is that these cartoonists have to make these choices every day. And there's small choices throughout the day, but they add up to one big choice at the end of the day. It's like, I think we know what your secret book is, man. It's going to be good. Well, it's going to be fun, man. I was going to say something, but I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin. I'll know by my next live stream probably. Or if I don't do one, probably by Friday. I'll be able to tell you guys something if everything goes well. How about that? How about that? If I live stream before Friday, you will not hear it. But if you hear after Friday, I'm going to announce something. I'm going to do it right on here. Because it's something I'm involved with. I just need someone. All I need is one person to say yes. Possibly two people. Yeah, I'm gonna go with two people. Two people need to be in agreement because if I ask one person and the other person says, nah, not like that, then there's no deal. No deal. But if I say, hi, man, how about this? And they're like, yes, let's do that. And the other person says, I love it as well, very fondly of that idea. Then maybe I'll do a show on Friday telling you what it is. Normally, I don't know when I'm going to go live because a lot of things just factors, you know. A lot of things happen. Today, I felt good. I look good. It's clean shaven. You know, Friday we're going to see. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Friday I got a. That's right. I got a Zoom call on Friday. Dang. Yeah, Friday I got a phone call. But maybe I could go on after. Because the good thing about Zoom calls is I have to set up all my camera and stuff to get on there. And when I'm done with the Zoom call, my camera will be perfect to go live. All I got to say is go live, the live action button. So it's possible. Yeah, I'll go live on Friday. I'm going to do, my Zoom call is at, I think, 1 o'clock. The Zoom call is at 1 o'clock. And then I'll probably go live around 3. I don't know how long my call is going to be. I'm assuming an hour. Normally, if I'm on Zoom calls and once people ask me questions, then the call gets real long. We start saying a bunch of stuff. And if I have questions, man, like I don't get like yes or no questions. My questions are elaborate. They're elaborate. My answers are elaborate. Or if the question's real simple, I'll just say, yeah, I can do that. No problem. No problem, man. Hey, man, I could do that. Well, normally my when I ask questions, they're real long. They require more. Sometimes I get a yes or no answer. That's the best. You can ask a question. I can ask a real long question and then get a real short answer. But if the answer is yes, absolutely, that's the maximum amount of words I want. Yes would be good. Yes is always good. But yes, absolutely. That's even better answer than yes, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. So I got busy days. Thursday and Friday, I got two days in a row that will determine some futuristic things. You're dancing around it, Baltazar. We're watching you. I know. I got warned before. Don't talk about it. So I won't talk about it, man. I'm not talking about it, man. I'm teasing it. I'm teasing the talk. I'm teasing the talk and walking the squawk. You're squawking? Yeah, walking and squawking. Walking and squawking and talking. So that'd be cool, man. I like all this stuff. I like being able to do these things every day. And there's times you struggle. You're thinking, man, nobody cares. This thing sucks. I need to watch 3 John Wick movies. But it gets there, man. You get there. It all comes around. And you have a good day. That's all right. There's this song the Lake Street Dive sings. It's one of my favorite songs. I like the band. The band's real good. They got a new album coming out. It's one of my favorite bands. But I like the song called Baby Don't Leave Me Alone, My Thoughts. Ooh. Like, man, what are your thoughts, man? No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just like I like when nobody's around, it's not a bad thing. But nobody's around, like every day blends into the next day. Like even that Seinfeld gag. It feels like a Tuesday. Tuesday doesn't have a feel. Well, none of my days have a feel. They're all the same. Even the weekend feels the same. Well, the weekend feels different because people are home. Normally, my wife and daughter, like, they hit the streets. They go out there in the car and drive around and buy things and shop. They go out there and buy things. They take a day. They go get their coffees. They take the ladies' day, you know? And so by the time I wake up, even on the weekend, no one's here anyway. So every day feels the same. I wake up every day and no one's home, which is cool. It sounds so sad. No, it's good. I work better. Believe it or not, I work better when just let the guy work. Yeah, it's work, you know? saying a lot of weird stuff right now, Baltazar. Maybe you should end this show. Fine, man. Fine. You guys saying stuff? I got 2 new comments. 2 new comments, man. I'm gonna press save and swig. I'm gonna show you Action Cat's face while I'm reading comments. Save. Because you guys are saying things. You guys are saying things. Says, gotta make a Franco song. Don't put ketchup on your hot dog, but ketchup with Franco is okay. Yeah. He's got a cool theme song too. This theme song for his show is written by Zod, our buddy Chris Smith. Zod. It's pretty cool. Catching up with Franco. Catching up with Franco. It's pretty cool. So Ciel Slate. That's it. Slayton Romin from Brazil. Sleeton, Clayton. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but it's cool, man. Welcome to the show, Clayton. I'm thinking, Clayton. Welcome to the show from Brazil. We are international today, folks. We are out there. We are reaching the masses worldwide. We're on the World Wide Web today. We are expanding our territory. People are enjoying the show from miles and miles around. Miles Morales. No, miles around. Tell your fans, tell your family, tell your mom, tell your grandma. Say, hey, it's time to watch Famous Cartoonist. He's saying a lot of things right now. In fact, he's drawing things right now. Famous Cartoonist says things. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing it right now. We're doing it. We're going to draw things. We're going to draw some things. So welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here. I say some stuff. I say weird stuff maybe. See this line there. Should I leave it like that? I'm going to leave it. I say stuff I get in my own head, but I also let you in my head. That's not good, man. You should keep that stuff private. No, I just say a lot of things. Most people get to know me by watching these things. Because I always say things. If you know me in public too, I say stuff out there. I say stuff out there in the wild as well. Look at that. Look at that Action Cat. He looks good. Normally I'm pretty good. Like, people ask me secret things in public, and I usually say, if there's no recording devices, I'll say stuff, but I'll normally hope that what I'm sharing with you will be confidential, you know? So if you want to know secrets, go to my Patreon page. Is links. There's links here, I believe, or it's patreon.com/artbaltazar. And you could subscribe. There's $2 a month tier. Will get you all my secrets. A $1 a month tier will be like, yeah, man, way to go. You did good. Woohoo. That's what that one is. But a $2 a month tier, I think is pretty cool. People dig it. I get reviews. People saying, hey, man, your review's doing real good, man. It's well worth it, man. For that secret stuff. And you get to see stuff way before anyone else. You get to see stuff that's only available to the Patreoners. Patrons. You could be a patroner on Patreon. Is that what it is? You could be on there, subscribe to me for $2. It's like remember the old days, like you would watch TV and they would have a little kid on there and says, you could support this kid for a cup of coffee a day for the price of a cup of coffee. But you know what? Now, coffee costs like $4 a cup. So for $2, you could support Famous Cartoonist. It's less. It's like $2 less than a cup of coffee right now. What's the cheapest cup of coffee? I know that McDonald's used to have all their different sizes were $1, but I think they got rid of that. I don't think it's like that anymore. Hey, man, I think you're right, man. But I don't think it's even I don't think that's a thing anymore at McDonald's. Used to be, but my son brings me all the latest on the McDonald's. But it used to be that way, but now it's not. So my Patreon is cheaper, less expensive than McDonald's. There's no price hike like Wendy's was trying to do something recently. They're trying to make people pay more. People got mad and said, well, we're not coming over there, and man. And so they're like, all right, we'll stop. I don't know the exact news, but I think it was something like that. They're like, hey, man, I'm not paying $20 for a cheeseburger, even though we have in the past. Depends where you go, man. Depends where you go. I know when I go out to dinner with my friends, New York City, it used to be $40 a person. Now it's like $80 a guy. I'm like, come on, man. $80 to go eat. Conventions are getting expensive, man. You know, it's weird too. Like, some things are affordable. Like, I just booked a hotel room for my New York show. I'm already looking ahead because I had a C2E2 scare. Like, man, I don't think I got in the show. But they said, hey, man, hey, famous cartoonist, we got you. So I got in. So I want to make sure now, like, that all my stuff is booked ahead of time. So I just booked my New York hotel. Hopefully, it's so far in advance. Hopefully, the reservation will stick. It usually, it probably will, but I'm not sure. But I have an account now with the hotel. So I got a good rate, man. Like, the hotels are not as bad. Sometimes you get real bad, real pricey. But this hotel one was not as bad. I got some of the rooms as low as like $150 a night for New York, which is real cool. And I think maybe because I booked it so far in advance, I'm not sure. But then that's not bad. Like, so I got a good hotel room deal. But then all of a sudden, when you get in a taxi, it's like $120. Or you go eat somewhere and it's like $80. It's like, man, all I got was a cheeseburger and fries, man. So that's the stuff that gets expensive when you travel. The traveling part, the eating part. Don't need to complain. You're shut up and complaining, Baltazar. But that's the thing. Like, I had to limit my travel this year to 3. I'm only going to C2E2, C2, C2E also. And I'm going to SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con. And I will be at New York Comic-Con. That's what's happening with me this year. Must be nice to only do 3 shows. Well, I kind of have to, like, really want to do all this work. I got a lot of work to do. I know my cat and hat stuff is going to be starting soon. And they're sending me on a world tour. On a world tour to Philadelphia, Cincinnati. It's mostly East Coast and up and down the coast over there. I think Florida. I don't know where I'm going exactly. But the schedule's still coming in, and we're gonna start the Cat in a Hat tour at Oya Comics, beautiful downtown Skokie, on Free Comic Book Day. I believe it is May 4th. I believe. When people say they believe, they should say I think it is. I think it's May 4th because you believe it. It could still be a lie, but you believe it. It's weird to say I believe. No, it is May 4th, I think. But we're going to start the tour on that day. And then that next day, I leave to go to all these other states. And I end up going to all these states, and then we end up a week later at the New York store for another signing. So it's going to be real cool. The Cat Out of Water tour is going to begin in Skokie, Oya Comics, and finish at the Oya Comics store in beautiful downtown Harrison, New York. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to do this. Well, I could wait. I have to wait. People say I can't wait. Why not? Why can't you wait? But I'm going away, and it's going to be exciting. I'm anticipating it. That's what it is. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing the peeps, the fans. Looking forward to having people read my book. It's gonna be cool. And I'm going to schools and stuff. I'm going to schools and libraries and doing all these things. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But that's starting. That's gonna take a lot out of my travel. That's also why I'm not really doing a lot, because I'm leaving it open for. I'm leaving a lot of my stuff open for Cat and Hat, Random House people. They want to do some things with the famous one. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm open in May, so I'm not going anywhere in May. Also, I'm leaving June open because there is rumblings of a possible Miko meet. I don't know if it'll be in June, but I'm hoping it will be, because if it is in June, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I get a table, because I want to do some customs. But we'll see. If it's any other month besides June, I don't know if I can make it. August is tough because I wanted to go to Terrificon, but now I have 2 kids going to college, and they're both going to college in in August. So, famous cartoonist has responsibilities. I do, man. I'm doing things. So I can't always make plans around these dates because I got to be places. So that's weird, right? It's weird, but it's true, man. So I know that the dates for C2E2 San Diego, New York are official. Everyone in my world knows that I go, and I don't have to do anything on those days. So that's henceforth. It's a long explanation to tell you guys why I'm only doing 3 appearances. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for blessing us with your presence, Baltazar. I don't know, man. It's weird. But these presences that I will be renting myself will be real fun. I'm looking forward to them. And I will continue to have new books. I'm going to be putting books on my website throughout the year. I got more coming. I got more things to be announced. Always announcing stuff, man. Why don't you just say it? Well, gotta have people give me the okay. I'm doing something this week that hopefully by Friday I'll be able to tell you guys. Maybe I'll do an afternoon. Maybe I'll do an afternoon show. I don't know. You never, ever, never know. Look at that. Should I add some more? I'm going to add some more thrill behind his head. Watch this. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. Nobody can stop me right now. I'm going crazy. I'm riding a snake. I'm out of control. I'm a hot mess. Look at this. I got to get my cousin Treese on the show with me, too. She's awesome. She's the one who called me Oscar. Hey, Oscar. Well, it's the girl downtown. Well, my cousin Treese made it stick. Make you stick. Hi, Oscar. All right, look at that. Look at him. He's got some flair. He's like, So I'm adding more and more deets to this. This is a simple 3-panel page. 2 panels even. 2-panel page. There's a lot going on here, man. Maybe you're just talking too much, man. Talking a lot. Sweet. Sweet for everybody out there. I'm getting a lot of texts from people. My bell. My bell is ringing. I'm going to see what people are saying here. Oh, it's Jamie Cosley. Jamie Cosley's good. But it's these guys. I got to read this later because stuff that we send, stuff that me and the crew, me and the boys, me and the Yoko Chipses, things that we send each other is really strange. But they're fun. I like sending people stuff that just makes them laugh and confused. What's he trying to tell me? But something working. Oh man, you guys will like Captain Camel and Captain Camel and the Cosmic Crusaders. That's a book I'm really into right now. I wrote 3 issues already, which is 20, 40, 60 pages. I wrote 3 20 pages, and eventually will be collected into something. But I'm going to put out each book in its own little title, you know. Hopefully the next one will be either Giro Man number 2 or Webster number 3. Webster number 2. There's only 2 copies. There's Webster 0 and number 1 right now. So it'll be Webster number 2. So hopefully I'll have that soon too. All these books are like, most of them are penciled because I like take a night and just, I'll take a day and just like look in my sketchbooks and just transfer everything and start penciling everything. And that's what's been happening. I have a Meteorite. I have a Amazing Mouse. I have an Amazing Mouse book where he confronts a character called Frogbert. So that's a cool one, man. I just transferred some of that. And I have some Cosmic Action Cat stuff. I have a lot of cool stuff. I just have to get to it. And this book right here that I'm working on is one of the books that stands in its way. No, it's not. Once I get this book done, I'll be able to move on to other things, which is cool. That's what I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to it, man. You just constantly say things, don't you? I go, yeah. I say a lot of things all the time. All the time. This guy just keeps talking and talking. Is that cool? Look at that. Look at it. It's real close. I'm going to leave it. He's smashing this guy. Smack. 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 Let's see. Let me see. I hear people. There's footsteps. Oh, that's my girl. It's already time. Wow, it's already 3:15, man. I gotta go. Now we're good. I'm good for a few minutes. I didn't realize it's already 3 o'clock. See? The time continuum has stumped me once again. I lost track of time and days. I hear footsteps and I'm like, why are there people in my house? But they live here. It's okay. She could stay. Smash. Okay, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to remove all this so I can see it. There it is. There it is, man. Smack. Smack. Working on this cool book. I did a bunch of stories over the weekend. They're just cool, man. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm always working on comics and stories. Thinking, what should I draw today at the comic shop? Should I bring more? Yeah, I'm going to bring more of my C2E2 drawings. I'm going to start some fresh ones. I don't know what they're going to be. But there will be some characters that are like crazy. I like crazy guys. Maybe like the Rhino. Rhino's cool. Scorpion. The Hulk. Just crazy guys. Maybe Bosk. I like Bosk. Should I draw a Bosk drawing? Will people buy Bosk? Bosk might be cool. I like Bosk, Baltazar. Bosk got some interesting deets on his costume. Don't try to sound cool, Daddy-O. Deets. He's got Riz. I found out what Riz is short for. I never knew it was. It stands for charisma. Look it up. Charisma. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Kind of cool, man. Let's say smash. Yeah. I only say I want to go because, well, I want to go. I have to go because traffic-wise, If I leave now, I could get to Skokie in pretty good time. If I wait an hour, I'm going to be stuck, man, in traffic and behind school buses. It's rough. It's not unforgiving, that street, when I get to Skokie. When I get to Skokie, take the Skokie challenge. Just want to see my girl. Haven't seen her in 4 days. I saw her a little bit yesterday. That was cool. But yesterday I was in the middle of things and people were tired. It's weird that when everyone comes home, they all sit on the couch and get on their phones. So it's kind of like, I get it. It's back to normal. Everything's back to normal. But that's what people do. And that's how people relax. My family sits on the couches, turns on the TV, but never chooses anything to watch. And they sit on their phones, which is cool. That's what people do. But I like that. I get on it and I just sit there and look at them while they're on their phones. I have to ask questions. If I don't ask a question, then they keep phoning. But if I ask a question, then maybe I'll get something. I'll get something. Hey, man, what do you want, man? That's what they say too. What do you want? It's true. I don't know. I had a lot of alone time with John Wick this weekend. Do you want my review? I said it earlier on the show. I don't want to repeat. I was going to say all that stuff on Facebook. I was going to type it up. I was going to type it all up, man. Write it on Facebook. But I said it on the show instead. I know Troy heard it. Chris Two Sheds. He was here. Two Sheds, yeah. Two Sheds. Everybody gets that same tone. Yeah. Your songs all sound the same, Baltazar. Let's see what we're doing here. Let us see. Okay, I'm doing this. It's got to be more of a nicer. Look at that. Boy, that's a beautiful circle. Probably doing all this work and it's going to be covered. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, see what it looks like with the characters in front. See, smash! Maybe before I do that, though, I'm going to give it a 3D effect. 3D effect this, Baltazar. What? Effect this, did you say? That's right. Critic is rough. Critic is harsh. I don't recommend having your own critic. If you do, prepare for him to be the worst creature imaginable. The critic will not care about your feelings. The critic wants to destroy you. You've come here to destroy me, haven't you? See, look at that smack. Look at that. That looks cool, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Now watch. I'm going to put the characters back in there and see what it looks like. Look at that. Yeah. See, it's shining through. See? Bam. I forgot these guys. How about that? Does that look cool? I'm going to save it. And I'm going to see what you guys are saying. Let's do that. Let's see if there's anything cool. Brian Lynch says everyone should pay tree on, not pay tree off. Right. Don't pee on the tree, though. You got to be careful not to confuse. Hello, sir. Danny. Danny's here. He's a good man. Troy. Will the Cat in the Hat World Tour come to Denver? No, I don't think so. We're gonna stick mostly to East Coast and up and down the East Coast. I think I'm going to Florida. I'm not sure where I'm going yet. They got to give me the exact dates and places, but they gave me a prelim one. I'll be in New York for like 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna sign at the big comic book shop there in the city, or one of them. I think St. Mark's. I forget, but I got a schedule, but it's not quite finalized. But it will be. It will be soon. Art, any chance we'll be seeing some painting shows in the new future? Oh, like on YouTube? Maybe. I'm trying to get my camera to hover and work over there. When I touch the camera, it gets finicky now. I don't know why all of a sudden this week. So I'm trying to get it where I could do, or I could just paint right behind me, right in this spot, maybe. But I might be doing some. But the pressure for me to finish painting in 2 hours is cool. I might do it. You never know. I might do some more drawing shows. Because I like drawing these sketches. But I got to do them where I could hoist the camera above my drawing. Unless I do it with my phone, I could do it. Like I could chime in. Because I moved my studio around where when I used to do painting shows, I would still see my computer screen. And so I walk real easily, be able to walk and read it. But now my computer screen's facing another way because I wanted to expose the back of my computer so I can unplug things easily and not have to climb because I'm not as stretchy as I used to be. So I don't like to climb behind things anymore. I like to have everything be clear in a good, reachable area, you know? I don't know. That's a good explanation for I might be doing shows. But let's see. Let's watch. Watch. How about we watch a Yogg's trailer for you guys who haven't bought Yogg's book 1 yet? There's a trailer. I got Yogg's book 2 is coming out in August, but here's a trailer for book 1. Let's do it. Yes, Yogg's book 1 available now on my website, electricmilkcomics.com. I have soft covers up there for sale. Maybe hardcovers too. I think I just have the soft cover up there, but I also have the 6-page mini preview edition. The preview book has 6 pages of brand new exclusive content pages, story that's not available in the Yogg's book 1. It's only available in a mini comic. And it's fun, man. Book 2 is going to be awesome. I think book 2 is the best thing I ever made. So the Yogg's definitely have that special something that makes them very iconic. Magic. Good, sir. Yeah, I have Yogg's book 2 is really fun, man. It's so epic. It has good guys, bad guys. Every character in there does something. I'm so happy with it. Book 3 is gonna be really cool because I haven't written book 3 yet. I know what the story is, and what I mean by I haven't written it was in the 90s, I made a book called The Crybaby Adventures, which is now Yogg's. So all of the stories that are in Yogg's book 1 and book 2 are stories that I already wrote in the 90s, adapted for this new audience, like I put all my 30 years of famous cartoonist experience into making it better. So book 3 is a story that I wanted to do back then, but I never got to do it. And now book 3 is going to be such a solid story. It's epic. It has characters that have uh consequences that shows them in the future or shows what happens to them. So it's really fun. That's what consequences means, right? Shows you what happens to them, a consequence, if you will. But it's cool, man. And Yog's book 3 is going to be a different style for me. Like the colors in that book are real different than my other books. It starts out in such a way and ends in such a different. It takes you somewhere where you don't know. So I really dig it. I'm hoping I could do the books, maybe the layouts, because there's certain characters that you meet in there that show the Yog's characters. They show the Krays a different. I don't want to ruin it. It shows them a different part of their world, which is pretty cool, and it takes them there. So I really want those pages to be the like normally panels are across on 1 2 1 2. I want the panels to be just real long. Like each panel, like there's several pages where they're just long, and the whole thing is gonna be cool. I like it, man. And it's I'm using crayon in it. I'm using borders that are hand drawn and scratched and scribbled. So it's cool. And the way book 1 ends leads right into book 3. The way my Yog's books end is normally these days, you want a graphic novel to be done in one. You want the graphic novel to be where if a kid picks up number 3, they know that it's okay to start reading there. It's kind of like Wimpy Kid books. Like if you read Wimpy Kid, you could start with any book and you'll get it. And same with my Gilbert series. My Gilbert was like, it's had slight continuity, but if you only read book 3 of Gilbert, you'll still be good. If you read book 4, whatever book you read of Gilbert, you're still good because the adventure starts at and ends in the same day kind of thing. But with Yog's, it's cliffhanger. Every book has a cliffhanger. It's not finished. So book 3 is going to have an ending. So it's going to be cool, man. And the characters are definitely in the Oh Yeah Comics universe because I have a Kray character in Meteorite. He's part of the Crystal Core. He's part of the Crystal Core in space. He has the power of the Crystal gave him power at one point. We don't know how or when. And there's also a wee Kiwi in there. So we don't know if that's the same guys. I don't know either if that's the same guys or new guys. But I think I'm going to have an off story of how that Kray got those powers. I don't really need to, but it might be fun to show, because I don't think that Kray that's in it's not necessarily, he's not in Yog's, but he's from that planet. He's from Kray planet Kray or Kray world. He's from Kray world, but he's in the Meteorite universe because in the Crystal Core chooses one species from every planet to represent them. So they have like a Meteorite is the one species from Earth, and the Crystal Core didn't expect it to be a little bug. They expected, of course, to be human, but it's not. It's a little bug. So they have a hard time with that. Like maybe they're bugs racist against the bugs, bugcist. Maybe they're bugcist. No, I don't know. But that's just like part of the story. So in the Meteorite, in the Crystal Core, there's a Kray membership. So he definitely comes from Kray world. But I don't know who he is yet. I think he's just another character, which would be really fun. And that just shows that my universes are connected. So if you're reading Yog's and then you read Meteorite, you're like, hey, there's a Kray in here. And I think the Kray appeared in Meteorite before Yog's book 1 came out, which is kind of cool. Sweet. I know you guys ask me a lot of stuff. You guys ask me one simple question and I go on forever. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. But I'm going to see what's going on. My daughter's home. I'm gonna go to Skokie. I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna get some of my drawing supplies together. I have a lots to do. I have to answer some emails now. I got to make a video for Jamie. All this kinds of stuff needs to happen right now. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching the show today. Famous Cartoonist will say things again. Remember those things. No fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. And when you wake up, do something that makes you happy. Wake up and do the things that make you happy. Even if it means straightening up your art studio so people can see what you got back there. It looks like a green screen, but that's really my background. Thank you for watching. We will do this again. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.
Art. Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist
Artbaltazar!